Okay, so about 8 or 9 years ago, we were having a debate about who's better, Dwayne Wade or Dirk Nowitzki. And so I thought it'd be fitting because of the Hall of Fame induction of both of them. So I sort of shut down the conversation with one very decisive, factually, objectively strong claim, which was Dirk Nowitzki appeared in two NBA Finals in his career. He won one, lost one. They happened to both feature Dwayne Wade. But what's the other interesting distinction about both of them? Dwayne Wade led both of them in scoring. So even when, okay, Wade won in 2006, some people had issues with the referees, whatever, but he averaged damn near 35 points a game. Dirk kind of choked. He averaged like under 20, shot like 40%, sub 40%. He played really bad. So Dwayne was obviously the best player in that series. But then even in the other one, where LeBron was choking his guts out, and of course the Heat lost. Still, guess who was the leading scorer? It wasn't the Finals MVP Dirk. It was actually Dwayne Wade. So that makes it very hard to even remotely consider that Dirk is better than him. And also, he's a one-dimensional player. I kind of, people thought I was a Dirk hater, but it's at least keep it in context compared to most players. Like Dwayne Wade's a better defender. He's a better passer. The only thing Dirk does is he scores and he scores well and he shoots. He can score inside too, obviously, and he did that very well actually in 2011. But just the point is, he's not a great rebounder for his size. He's not a great passer. He's not a great defender. In fact, he was even often called a soft defender and a bad defender. At the very least, he's not particularly great at it. And so unless he's scoring and unless his shot is on, which it wasn't in the 2006 finals, so you lost pretty badly after being up 2-0, it wasn't on against that We Believe Warriors team. That's why you got upset there, even though he was the MVP. If his shot's off, he doesn't have a fallback option. That was his one weakness as a player. Even to the point where I said he would have been ideal as a secondary star to somebody like Shaq or Kobe. Like he was meant as a perennial championship player, but as a second star, not as the first star. Or in 20 years, you could win one championship. People will kind of rag on the Dallas Mavericks to say, oh, they didn't give him adequate pieces, but still, that was kind of the mistake. They made him the franchise player, like, oh, we give you the keys to the franchise for 20 years and you'll win once. Like, okay, but that's not really what you should be shooting for, but we reward him for his loyalty, and he is a great player. It's no hate against Dirk, but I don't think anybody would say that he's better than Wade. You really shouldn't even make that case. Wade's better in every other category, but even when it came to the one thing that Dirk was especially good at, guess what? When it mattered most in both of those finals, regardless win or loss, right? Regardless of whether you win or lose, Wade was still the leading scorer in both finals that featured a prime Dirk Nowitzki.